All right, welcome. Welcome to Jumpstart Pathways campus virtual launch. So we're here tonight with Harold Washington College, and we will be discussing the pathway opportunities for the upcoming academic year that are available at Harold Washington. So tonight we're going to be talking about business accounting pathway. We're also going to talk about cybersecurity and then management and marketing. Okay, so Jumpstart Pathways is an early college and career program that's available at all 7 City College campuses. But tonight we're going to intently focus on the opportunities at Harold Washington, like I just mentioned, and just, oh, well, that was not. Okay, sorry about that. Just for reference, Harold Washington is downtown in the Loop, so it's very accessible to students all over the city. Almost all of the trains in the CTA system will take you close to Harold Washington, and much of the coursework that students have been completing with Harold Washington has been hosted remotely online, so definitely an accessible opportunity to students on the south side, on the north side, on the west side. Okay, so we're going to come back to introducing Ms. Bowens from the campus, and we will introduce her a bit later on. I am Melina Angelis. I work for CPS, Early College and Career Education Department, that is within the Office of College and Career Success. And I'm on the early college team. I've been a part of the team for the last 4 years. And one of my main focuses with early college has been on growing the Jumpstart program. When I came into this position 4 years ago, this was just an idea. And over the last 3 school years, we've been building the program, growing it, and evolving it to what it is today. Today, I'm really happy to share some updates around where we are today. My contact information is on this page, but for anybody who's watching the recording or for anybody online now, a great way to get a hold of me is just by emailing earlycollege@cps.edu. That is an inbox that I monitor. So if you don't remember my name or how to get a hold of me, like directly through my email or phone, you can always remember email earlycollege@cps.edu and I will respond. Okay, so Jumpstart Pathways. In learning about this program, we've kind of broken it up into 3 different sections. So Jumpstart 101 is that blue circle you see on the screen. That's the information that we're going to quickly go through today. And then I'll introduce Ms. Bowens from Harold Washington, and then she's going to really talk about Jumpstart 102, which is about exploring the Jumpstart pathways in detail. So she'll review each pathway and the opportunities for employment and the opportunities for continuing education in the pathway, as well as some of the opportunities to pursue the program on different course plans. We'll talk in a moment about what that is. But finally, Jumpstart 103 in that purple circle is the registration. So if you've learned about the program in Jumpstart 101 and you went on to learn more about the pathways and found a pathway that fits your future plan, you can move on to Jumpstart 103 and navigate your way through the registration process. The deck that we're looking at now is a public deck. Once we get into the presentation about the pathways, I will share the link in the chat so that folks can access the deck if you're in the room with us now. All right, so how do we define Jumpstart Pathways? We said it's an early college and career program, but what does that really mean? This year, it's kind of evolved a bit. So we're including both rising juniors and seniors. So current sophomores and juniors are invited to learn about the opportunity. And really what happens in the Jumpstart program is that you start your college transcript and you begin to build a foundation for your future career as you prepare for your post-secondary journey while you're still in high school. So it's very much about completing college coursework before you graduate high school, but that marriage between college and career happens because the coursework that is outlined in each pathway is designed to strengthen your career opportunities to leverage for different reasons. We'll talk a little bit more about some of the opportunities and how you can use Jumpstart to support your future. When we take a look at the Learn, Plan, Succeed post-secondary pathways that you've been talking about at your high schools, we have some clear connections between our pathways and how they can support the varying post-secondary pathways with Learn, Plan, Succeed. So whether you're a student who knows you're going to college to complete that 2-year or 4-year degree, or a student who's really interested in going to employment or learning the trades or military, there are programs and pathways that can help support your future planning. And we're excited to tell you about that. This year, for the upcoming academic year that begins this summer for the city colleges, we have 16 different pathways that we're offering, and each pathway is unique. But in every pathway, you'll earn valuable knowledge, skills, college credit, and even certification for your resume. All right, so one of the expansions of the program this year has been to include more diverse course planning. And so typically Jumpstart has existed on the 1-year course plan. So students prior to this year completed a pathway during their senior year. So they became interested as a rising senior and then started the coursework the summer before their senior year and completed it before graduation. This plan is a rigorous course plan because during the academic year, you're taking 2 classes in the fall and 2 classes in the spring, but a way that we accommodate that challenge is by including it in your high school schedule. So for students who will choose to study on a 1-year course plan, it does require that you dedicate 7th and 8th periods to your college coursework, and that would appear in your schedule. So you'll have 2 less high school classes, and they're replaced with the 2 college courses. But to increase our accessibility to students and the audience we were reaching, we wanted to include a more flexible plan. And so the 2-year course plan is new this year, but that's basically a plan where a student takes just 1 class at a time every semester. And when they finish the courses, typically they're 4 to 6 courses, they'll have completed the pathway. And so that takes 2 academic years to do it 1 course at a time. So especially for rising juniors, you have 2 years to complete it. For anybody who is learning about the 2-year opportunity and is a rising senior, you can start a 2-year course plan your rising senior year. You will not be able to complete the pathway before your high school graduation, but we will work with you to figure out a plan for you to complete the pathway if that's something that you want to do. But the good thing about the 2-year course plan is that it's more flexible. You don't necessarily have to modify your high school schedule. So for students who are in CTE programs or IB programs, or who may be athletes after school, you'll have the opportunity to schedule in your college coursework on the evenings or weekends, and it doesn't necessarily have to conflict with your high school schedule. Alternatively, for students who study just 1 course at a time, many of our high schools and counselors will still modify your high school schedule to take 1 course off your high school schedule to dedicate it to the college coursework. Okay, so some of the program support we offer is free tuition, free CTA transportation, and textbooks. And this is regardless of any kind of legal or citizenship status. A lot of times when you think about college and financial aid, there are some restrictions on what federal funds are available to certain students. With our program, we use early college tuition waivers, and that's available for students regardless of those things. The other unique thing about Jumpstart is that we offer success engagement, and that's building on your soft skills, time management, communication, organization, right? And then just following up individually with students. So our students typically have a one-on-one interaction with their student liaison once every 2 weeks. And then, at some point there are group interactions, whether it's workshops, taking a look at a course syllabus and planning for your semester, working on your resume, learning about scholarship opportunities or transfer options. There are different group interactions throughout the experience where students will gather across campus or even across pathways, or even as a pathway, to do some intentional learning together. Another key resources a resource or support that's offered in the program are all of the campus-based and virtual resources offered by the City College of Chicago. So Jumpstart is a dual enrollment program, and dual enrollment means that you're a high school student and a college student at the same time. And as a student at the City Colleges of Chicago, you will get your college ID, your college email, your student portal, things like that. And then you'll be able to access the campuses physically. So you can check out the library or the gym or the tech centers, but you'll also be able to access different services like early college advising, tutoring, IT services, career services, health and wellness services, and so much more in terms of student life and campus involvement. So, some of our students who learn remotely online may not make it physically to their campus, but certainly over the years, many students do enjoy, getting on their college campus and taking a part in what the college campus has to offer. I already talked briefly about our student liaisons, but they're kind of the glue. We like to think about Jumpstart as like supporting students as a village. There are a lot of different moving players, from folks at your college to your high school, even your family. And so the student liaison is someone who is connected to, everyone and is following up with you around attendance, behavior, and grades, just to make sure that you are following through with your commitment to attend class, but also doing well in your class and taking advantage of the resources. So one of the important things that they do is help you navigate the resources that are available to you. And then just reminders of different support services and things like that to help you, to help support you along the way. And they will start with that support from your initial interest when you're working on registration, all the way through your experience in the program until you complete the pathway, or perhaps change your plan. Okay, so just to review student recruitment, we are looking for motivated rising juniors and seniors, and it's open to public, charter, and option school students in Chicago. First and foremost, the most important thing we're looking for is an interest or passion in exploring one of the career pathways that we offer. That can be such a motivating and driving force that when that is not present, sometimes students can really run out of gas. So we really encourage students to look into the details of the pathway and make sure they're interested and connected to the learning opportunity, because we do know that that does make a difference in how you show up for the opportunity and how well you do. The other thing we're looking for are students who are committed to their personal and professional development. As you gradually begin your college journey as an early college student, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. And as you engage with your instructors and other folks at the college and within our support team, you're going to be able to increase your professional development skills. So being able to communicate effectively with people, write professional emails, manage your time well, stay organized. All of those things are important for your future. And so we don't expect our kids to come in the door with everything known and everything learned, but we do expect that they come in the door ready to grow and ready to develop themselves. We're looking for students who show up. So typically we say 90% attendance, but it's just important, attendance is a strong predictor for success in high school. I know all of your high schools constantly remind you about that. And that's very true for college too. If you're attending class, it does take more than just showing up. But when you show up, you're able to get the instruction and apply that to the work that you have to do to meet the course objectives. Speaking of meeting course objectives, that's another key indicator we're looking for. The ability to show us that you know how to pass a course, that can be indicated in your GPA. So typically we say if you have a 2.5 GPA or above, you do not need a counselor recommendation. If you do not have a 2.5 GPA or above, but these other things are true about you in terms of your interest in the pathway and your commitment to growth, we definitely want to have you in the program, but it will require that your counselor makes a recommendation for you. And then the last two things are important too. So a desire to prioritize this opportunity as you prepare for your future while you complete high school graduation is key. Starting your college transcript is a real commitment, and we would want you to take that seriously. And so we know that seniors have competing priorities their senior year, but if you're going to take part of this program your junior or senior year, it's important that you do take the time to prioritize it with all the other things you have going on. And then finally, support from your high school community. This is very much an opportunity to begin your post-secondary journey gradually as you kind of prepare for your life after high school. And so, this is an opportunity for you to have some additional support from the folks that have already known you the last few years while you expand your network, start your college career, and make new connections. Okay, so at this time, I'm going to go back and introduce our contact from the campus. So let me go ahead and load that up. Here we go. Okay, so without further ado, I'd like to introduce Ms. Kim Bowens. She's the Associate Dean of Instruction at Harold Washington College, and I'm going to pass it over to her so she can talk about the pathway opportunities at Harold Washington.
Thanks so much, Melina. Again, my name is Kim Bowens. I'm the Associate Dean of Instruction here at Harold Washington College. I'm super excited to share this information with you today. Melina, you can go to the next slide. Can I advance myself or you do it?
I will do it. I'm just, okay. There we go.
All righty, so we're going to talk about our Jumpstart to Job, our pathways that we're going to implement for 2022-23. So the first one I'm going to talk to you guys about is the business accounting. So we have the three: business accounting, cybersecurity, which is new, and marketing and management, which is new. But for our business accounting, we are going to go into our third year of this program and this pathway for students. So we're excited about that. So the good thing about Jumpstart to Jobs are students can leverage the Jumpstart Pathways to support like different diverse post-secondary plans. So if you're planning to enroll in a 4-year institution and you want to achieve your bachelor's degree, this is also a pathway that can transfer. Most of our programs are II approved, so the credits will transfer to institutions inside of Illinois and sometimes outside of Illinois as well. If you're interested in enrolling in 2-year college to pursue your associate's degree, you can very easily transfer into one of the city colleges, and the pathway will transfer with you as well. And then if you decide that you want to enter the workforce and use the skills that you're going to learn in these programs to go directly into the workforce, you'll be prepared and you'll be competitive and you'll be able to either participate in an internship, an apprenticeship program, or go right into the workforce. And then if you're considering going into the military or taking a gap year, of course, any of the courses that you earn will be on your transcript, and you can come back into the institution and still have these courses and build upon the courses from there. So let's talk about the Jumpstart to Job, the business accounting program. Again, this is our 3rd year, so we're excited about it. This program has 5 courses. And so you will basically start with our introduction course, which is Business 111. That is considered like a gateway course into taking any type of business class because it gives you the foundation for business. From there, you will take the financial accounting course, which is a 4 credit hour course. This course is II approved and will transfer. And then from there, you'll take the managerial accounting. If you're interested in accounting, if you like math, if you like solving problems, and this program may be for you. When we created this program, we also wanted to ensure that students could apply it to some real world work, right? So the next course is Business 208, which is the federal income tax course. So every year, of course, people have to file their taxes, and you may see a lot of income tax businesses that are really busy around income tax time, but these skills will give you the opportunity to be able to work in that field. And then we also have the computerized accounting course, which is Business 250. It's like QuickBooks, right? So it really helps you to take everything that you're learning into accounting, and it's a computerized course. So with the QuickBooks, you will also have that credential under your belt. So again, these courses will transfer. And I think we're going to go to the next slide so I can talk to you about some other exciting programs with the pathway. So students who are going to do this in a 1 year, we have a 1 year program where it's for 3 semesters. So students start with us there in the summer, going into their senior year. They take 1 class in the summer, and then they take 2 classes in the fall and 2 in spring. So within 1 year, one academic year, students will complete a basic certificate in accounting. These courses meet 4 days a week, typically Monday through Thursday. Right now, the courses are meeting in the afternoon, so 2:30-ish, Monday through Thursday. And we're offering these courses remote via Zoom, which is considered our remote online live. So you don't have to come to our campus to achieve this, this credential. We're also going to explore a 2-year program. And so with this program, students will earn their credential within 5 semesters. So basically, students will take 1 course a semester. And this may be more appealing for a junior who wants to just start off slower. So again, you'll come to class 1 to 2 days a week, either a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and you'll be able to achieve this credential within 5 consecutive semesters. Okay. So I think we can go to the next slide. Perfect. All righty. So again, with our business accounting program, the students will complete a basic certificate, which is stackable. So most students who complete the basic certificate, if they're interested in accounting, can stack that credential into an advanced certificate and into an associate's degree in AAS. If a student is planning to transfer to a 4-year institution, they can pursue the Associates of Arts degree program, and they can concentrate in the accounting area. We also have some continuing ed opportunities. So one of the exciting things about this program, and for all of our accounting programs, is building partnerships on the back end. And so we have a partnership with Southern Illinois University. For students who attend Harold Washington, they can earn their associate's degree in accounting and also transfer to Southern Illinois University. And the program that we have with SIUC, which is in Carbondale, is the students don't actually have to go to Carbondale to take the courses. So if they're interested in doing accounting, if this program is something that you want to pursue, you can go to SIUC and you can do it remotely from Chicago if you don't plan to leave your home. And then the way that we have been working with SIUC, the courses will transfer into their program, but there'll be some additional accounting courses that you'll have to take once you get there. Okay, so that's a really great opportunity for students who want to go into accounting. We also have our cybersecurity, which is new for us. So this is the first time that we're offering cybersecurity. And cybersecurity is really, it's a hands-on approach to learning, this program. So if you're into technology, if you like working with the computers, if you like anything that's in the tech field, this program may be for you because it is a growing program and it will offer great job opportunities when you complete the certificate. And so for this course, it's all tech, it's all computer science. So if you're into you'll have to take Operating Systems 1. Okay, there's no prerequisite for that. But for this program, this is an 18 credit hour pathway. We recommend that you would do this one over the 2 years and take 1 class a semester, but sometimes these courses will demand your attention. And then you'll go into the Operating 2. So with each of these courses, you have to meet the prerequisite for the course. The Operating 1 does not have a prerequisite. Once you complete that one, you move to Operating 2. And then you can go into the Networking course, which does not have a prerequisite, and then move right into the the CompSci 102, which is the Info Security Essentials. You'll take the CompSci 202, which is the Cybercrime and Incident Response course. And then finally, the CIS 103, which is Fundamentals of Programming. This course, however, does have a prerequisite for English 101. And so our hope is that by the time you take this course, and you'll have your writing skills that you'll be learning in high school and in college, you'll be able to place into English 101 with either your test scores or your GPA. Hopefully by then we'll have that in place, and you can take the CIS 103. Again, these courses also transfer and will stack into the associate's degree. But this is a basic certificate that you will earn for cybersecurity. So again, this is a 2-year pathway, 6 semesters. You'll take one class at a time, either Monday, Wednesday, a Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday. These options will be in the AM or the PM, and perhaps online as well. So this is a growing field. If you've heard about cybersecurity, this may be a program that you're interested in. Okay, so for our cybersecurity pathway, we also have some continuing ed opportunities for students. So we have the Cybersecurity Advanced Certificate Program and the Cybersecurity Associates of Applied Science degree program. All right, we can go to the next slide here. And finally, one of our another new program that we're offering through Jumpstart to Jobs is our Marketing and our Management program, which again is 18 credit hours. And so, as I mentioned, that Business 111 course is like a gateway course into other business courses. Well, with Marketing and Management, you would start off with Business 111, which is Introduction to Business, which does not have a prerequisite. The Business 141, which is business math, also does not have a prerequisite, but you'll be doing more like math problems and math calculations. So that math course is driven towards students who are going directly into business. And then our marketing program, our marketing class is Business 231. Again, that Business 111 is a gateway to this course, so you'll have to complete that one first before you move into marketing. And then you'll take advertising, which does not have a prerequisite, selling, and then English composition. So if you look at these courses, you can see that they're really connected and intertwined for students who want to not only learn about business, but learn how to market a business if they're deciding to start a small business, and learn how to manage a business. So this is a very good course for students who want to explore business as a career. And this will also be a basic certificate. This program is going to be 2 years, so 6 semesters. These students will be taking one course a semester. So one class, 2 days a week, either Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday. We also will probably have some Saturday options in the AM or PM during the week. And of course, online as well. And so this one, if you're interested in this pathway, this is another opportunity for you to explore the Jumpstart to Job program and achieve a credential while you are still in high school. Next slide. Okay, and so again, the basic certificate will stack into the advanced certificate and the Associates of Applied Science, which is our AAS degree. So if you're interested in transferring to Harold Washington to continue your studies, you can achieve an advanced certificate at 35 credit hours, or you can go right on to that associate's degree with 61 credit hours. And everything that you took in your during your high school Jumpstart to Job will transfer into these programs, into this credential. Go next slide. Okay, you want me to keep going, Melina?
No, thank you so much, Kim,
Okay.
for walking us through the pathway opportunities. I'm so excited to open up those pathways into cybersecurity and management and marketing. I'm really confident that we'll be able to find students who are interested in both of those and then continue building on that business accounting pathway. So thank you so much for taking the time to really outline the opportunities for us. I'm going to wrap up tonight with just reviewing some information about registration and then talking about some of the resources where students and families who are interested in learning more can access additional information to really dive into the details. So in terms of program registration, we are looking to identify all students for the opportunity by April 22nd. That'll be our priority registration deadline. That kind of planning represents, anybody who is able or anybody who's interested in pursuing the opportunity and completes the registration process. We're happy to plan for you and get you a seat in the program, and letting us know before April 22nd that you're planning to join will be very helpful. After April 22nd, we will have a short late registration period, but at that point, our resources will be planned. So the number of instructors we're engaging and how many seats we have in the courses will already be, finalized. And so with late registration, it's more on a first come, first serve basis, depending on how much space we have left in the program. So if we're still in March, by the time you're looking at this recording, definitely start with that registration process as soon as you can. And then if as long as we'll be in touch once you do that initial step. So there is a registration guide that's linked here, and then there are 2 different registration forms. So if you're registering for a 1-year opportunity, there's a registration form. If you're registering for a 2-year opportunity, it's a different form, and that gives us your contact information. And so we'll follow up with you to make sure you've navigated the registration process successfully. Okay. All right. So I already reviewed this slide, so I think it's twice in the presentation. So we're going to skip this slide. And then I think now is a good time for us to take any questions. So Nevaeh, I know you're on the call. Do you have any questions about Jumpstart Pathways or any of the programs we talked about today, or anything early college related with Harold Washington? Okay, well, the nice thing is we do have some question and answer sessions already set up. So I am logging in with our support team. My next commitment is for March 16th. After school, we'll be on Google Meets for a couple of hours, engaging with students and families around Jumpstart. And we'll continue to follow that up with additional dates. We have a Saturday at the end of the month. And then in April, there are a couple of non-attendance days where we've set up some time for students, and then we'll continue to add opportunities as they become available. There is a link to, here's the resource slide. So this community calendar is where we have all of our events loaded. So you can access the Google Invites directly through this link. And then this is just our resource page. So Jumpstart 101 is the basic information about the program that I reviewed tonight. Jumpstart 102 is really about digging into the details of the pathway. So that's the information that Ms. Bowens went over from Harold Washington. And then Jumpstart 103 is really helping guide you through the registration process. So those are 3 key pieces for anybody interested in the Jumpstart program. And then coming soon, we're going to be uploading the video from tonight and all the other campus launches to YouTube. So folks can play them back and learn about the opportunities. And then finally, we do have a frequently asked questions document that we've started. There are several questions posted on there already, but this link will give you commenting access. So if you have a question that's not on there, feel free to leave me a comment and I will make sure your question gets answered. The last thing I want to wrap up with is this is our promo. So you may see it as our recruitment season goes on. This QR code will link you directly to this page where you can access all the information from the program. So just keep in mind, we are looking for rising juniors and seniors from public, charter, and option schools within the city of Chicago. And we're really looking forward to engaging students and community around learning about these opportunities and hopefully, registering registering and getting folks started with their early college journey this summer. The semester does begin June 20th. So we will use the month of May to prepare students to take on this early college journey. And then in June, you'll finish your high school semester. And the following Monday, you'll begin your early college journey with Jumpstart Pathways. And I just want to thank Ms. Bowens from Harold Washington for participating with us tonight. And for anybody who's watching this playback, thank you for learning about Jumpstart, and we're looking forward to engaging with you around any questions you may have to decide if this is a great opportunity for you. Okay.